I really love the sound of the piano to bring up the music, the emotion of the songs.
I like singing is because can express my feeling.
My name is Kah Yong and I play the piano.
Hi, I'm Lai Mui and I sing.
Kah Yong and Lai Mui are both visually impaired.
漂亮哦，你觉得很漂亮。I can see very big object, but I see everything in a cloud.
I got one eyes cannot see at all, and the right eyes is only can see 5%.
Like I'm always in Genting Island, something like that.
Kah Yong fell in love with the piano as a young boy.
My mom got a piano for me. I just play whatever I can. At the time, maybe listen to the radio and just copy.
Kah Yong managed to find a piano teacher last year and enrolled in formal piano lessons.
The first few lessons is really like we are trying out different way of doing it. It's not like I can read the score and what I can do is just memorize it. You found that we have to let her play separately, like right hand, left hand, so that I'm not so confused. Go like bar by bar, not the whole piece, then I can catch. I managed to do it, but very, very slow and a lot of false start. Another thing I would like to do is accompany singers.
Lai Mui is taking formal singing lessons to learn proper vocal techniques.
I'm Chinese or sometimes especially sing English song is not easy. So now I'm learning to adjust my tongues, then don't have the sound like that. When I sing, I must feel that here got movement. Through this lesson, I noticed that I changed all my bad habits and also give me more confidence to sing different kind of songs.
Sharing their love for music with family and friends gives the couple a new outlet of enjoyment.
When I go out, I can't bring the piano, right? So I have to bring either the ukulele or I can bring the guitar, and then she'll sing and we'll just play. We'll cheer up the elderly people whom we visit.
When I sing, I really let them know that is the love.
We are just like anybody else, be it that we learn things a bit differently. If you want to achieve something, just work hard on it and find ways to do it.
不知面目繁大永生，出黑暗最